my God, look at your hair.
You did that on purpose. I was gonna start off with, "Hey, girl, hey."
Lauren wouldn't let me talk about her hair unless we were recording.
No, I
Lauren's
was
all about the cameras.
no.
Call Lauren. I don't know. I don't want to call out a celebrity like that, but we can all think of one.
Who? Lindsay Hubbard?
That's not who I was thinking of, but
Oh,
sure. I mean, that's what I was gonna say. We all have somebody in our name that we think of, you know. And if you're thinking of someone, put Lauren right next to them because I said right when we got on, I said it was my first time because Lauren sent me a picture of her hair when she got her hair done. So cute, but it was straightened after the hairstylist. You know, this is my first time seeing it curly. I said, "Oh my God, this is my first time seeing your hair curly." Lauren said, "Oh, we can't talk about it until I hit record."
well,
Oh,
I was just
my
gonna say,
bad. My bad, girl.
do you
Sorry.
do you like it? I can't tell if I like it or not.
Yes, I like it.
Okay.
It's just gonna take some getting used to.
Yeah, it's a big change. And whenever I get my hair cut, my bangs go like whoop,
Yeah, I
and it's
think
just
that's the biggest difference, honestly, is the
I
bangs.
know I really don't like my bangs that short, but it'll grow out like by next week.
You look like me with your short bangs. I feel like I'm a short bang person and you're usually a longer bang person.
We already got comments saying we look like the same person, so this is
Even though
gonna
I'm 5 years younger than her.
anyway. How's your week been?
It's been something. What about you, girl? I think your week's been more eventful than mine.
We both had eventful weeks. Yeah, it's been a roller coaster of emotions. Started off with a fun little trip to Atlanta. Got drunk at the Braves game. Tried out some fun sushi spots. Loving life. Then came back, got my hair done. On the way to getting my hair done, one girl literally was halfway out her window saying I was going to go to hell in traffic,
Oh, yeah.
and I
I was on the
cried.
phone. I was on the phone with Lauren during that, and that was crazy.
Granted, I did flip this girl off, so I've learned my lesson. I will never flip somebody off ever again because that was a reaction I was not expecting. I was expecting, another flip off, not literally hanging out of the window saying, "You're gonna go to hell, bitch."
But also, they cut you off before that. Could have caused an accident. Like,
Facts.
you were
Facts.
already anxious that day. I mean, now no excuse for flipping somebody off, but also let's not lean out the window and tell somebody they're going to be going to hell as well. It's like,
Yeah, I was like, oh, this was not the reaction I was thinking I was going to get. And hey, learn my lesson. Won't flip people off because people are crazy.
people are crazy.
Anyway, so then, yeah, I had that, got my hair done, went out with some friends, and then yesterday got laid off, baby. So, we're just living life. We're seeing how it's going.
Yeah, you want to talk about it at all?
Not really. There's not much to talk about. I don't really want to talk about. I have been very anxious about my job recently and just in general with life. And honestly, when they laid me off, I was like, "Phew, weight lift off my shoulders." I was like, actually, I think I can vibe for a little bit. Not long because I do have to have health care soon, but I can vibe for a little bit.
Vibe it out, girl. Vibe it out and see what the universe wants you to do. Let the universe show you your way.
Exactly. Yeah,
Let
it
the
was on a
universe
full moon
set you on your
yesterday.
path.
What?
That's yeah. First of all, let the universe set you on your path. But that's what I think is crazy is you got laid off on a full moon.
It's already crazy energy. I could feel the energy all day. I was like, this is
Yeah.
weird. My boss put
Before
on a midday call that like we never have, and I just knew I was eating Chick-fil-A, and I just was like, I've been feeling like this is not the right meeting, and then I couldn't finish my fries,
which
and
is never a good sign. If you
never
can't
a good
finish your
sign.
fries, something's gotta be wrong.
Exactly, and yeah, then I got laid off, and that's about it.
Yeah, Lauren and I called 4 times yesterday. 4 times before you even got laid off, I think.
Yeah, because I think I was just so anxious all day,
The
and we were
energy was
talking.
off. I
Yeah,
was anxious, you were anxious, the energy was just off. And then we were like, it has to be the full moon. It's the full moon. That's what it is. And then Lauren had a sneaky suspicion. She's a witch. She knew something was up. It was honestly crazy.
dude,
And she was
I'm not
right.
kidding you. I think I am a witch. We haven't talked about it on this podcast before, but can feel spirits. And I know that sounds crazy, but too many times I have been somewhere and I have felt like a presence of an old man. And then later they're like, oh, yeah, an old man died downstairs. And I was like, knew it. Or like, last month I went to Asheville and there was this restaurant called Zombra and my boyfriend and I sat on the patio. So I wasn't really feeling a lot of energy because we were outside. Then I had to pee and I had to go down this little hallway. I'm not kidding you. I went into the bathroom and it was the scariest present I've ever felt in my entire life. I closed my ears, closed my eyes as I peed, and I went blah, 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 as I peed. Then I didn't even wash my hands. I just bolted out, and we were eating tapas, so kind of gross. But I was not wasting any time to get out of there.
I don't know if you should have admitted that part, girl.
Well, it's all over now. I've washed my hands since, so, um, but then a few days after, because I kind of forgot about it, like I went to the table and I was like, oh, that was so scary. I'm not going to pee again. I'm not going to drinking any more wine. We're just going to keep it at that at this restaurant. And then a few days later, I looked it up and it was one of the only places in Asheville to have exorcisms. And in like the 90s, they had found all this like satanic rituals in like blood on the walls. And I was like, I knew it. I knew it. I
You're
just felt very
terrifying.
validated.
Yep.
Not crazy.
We've had multiple experiences like that where Lauren and I will go into a bathroom separate times, a single stall bathroom, and then we'll walk out and be like, did you feel something in there? And both of us will be like, yeah. And then we like will say the characteristics of like the presence we could somewhat sense, and it's like the same thing. It's honestly crazy. But
It's
we both
wild.
know when it's happened to it, we're terrified. So
Yeah, so don't go. I mean, the food was good. Go to Zambra, but don't go in the bathroom in Asheville.
spooky.
But yeah, anyway, that's my week. I'm feeling a little blah, 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 like don't really know what my mind's gonna do, but we're just vibing.
Just vibing.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm also just vibing. What was I made for? That song is just constantly playing in my head, really. I
True.
just don't really know. And it's just a constant question. And I'm just constantly questioning everything.
Fun. Speaking of that song, you know what? Part of it always gets in my head. It's not even that song. It's the TikTok version that goes meow 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 meow.
Oh,
That always gets stuck in my head.
oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, like last week for Dancing with the Stars TikTok night, that's the song I would have wanted. The cat version of what was I made for
Mm.
if I had to dance. Maybe like a
Ooh,
nice waltz to it
that's a good question we should ask each other right now. What song would you have chose for your
for
TikTok
TikTok
night
night. Ooh,
dance?
and then we should say what we're going to choose for Dancing with, or not Dancing with Stars, for Disney night.
Yes.
So
Yeah, like
yes,
yeah, oh yes, yes, yes.
TikTok night, yes, I would have chosen meow, 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 and done like a nice, pretty waltz. I'd have had like a really flowy gown on and we're just like doing lots of spins and stuff. Yeah,
That's good.
what would be your TikTok night?
I would do the remix of why can I not, I'm like blanking on the beginning of it right now. But it's like, wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? And then it's like, where are your parents? And then it like, goes into like the remix.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
I
We're
don't know
on
why
two different TikToks.
that gets stuck in my head all the time. Like every time I ask a question, just when like every time someone asks me a question, like even at work, I'm always like in the back of my head, I'm like, wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? And I always want to respond with that, but I'm like, that's not
I
appropriate
think
for work.
your demographic of work wouldn't understand.
They wouldn't. They
I don't think
love
they're on the same TikTok algorithm as you are.
their favorite and funniest. Their joke that gets everybody in the office laughing except for me because I'm sorry, I don't get it. And I've been shown the video 1,000 times and I don't get it, you guys. I'm sorry. Is listen, Linda.
I've never heard that. Should I know
Yeah,
that?
I don't know. It was some sort of viral video on something. I don't know what. Our aunt, our Darla knows about it. Mom knows about it.
Our parents know about it?
Our parents know about it because I brought it up one day and I was like, everybody at work keeps talking about this. And I said, listen, Linda. And they were like, oh, that's hilarious. And then they showed me the video and they're like, isn't that funny? And I was like, I don't get it. And then, like every day at work, somebody says, listen, Linda. And they all just like burst out laughing. And I'm like, I don't get it. I don't understand you guys, but wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Yeah, that's so you just need to respond with your TikTok viral
I
vid, like the ones
should.
that you have seen.
I should. I would love to put some funny, I would love to show my coworkers TikToks.
Yeah,
I
you should
have an
just start.
insane saved folder on TikTok that they would love.
Yeah, yours are weird. You should just start saying like your viral TikTok sayings and then just see what they react to.
They
See what
already
like
think
maybe
I'm
there
so
are
weird.
some that you guys both know.
I doubt it. They think I'm weird already. They're gonna be like, she's gotta go.
Yeah, well, you don't eat at company picnics, so I don't blame them.
I guess that's my fatal flaw.
Um, now for Disney night, what would you pick?
Mm, cars.
The Life is a Highway?
Yeah, well, I wasn't even thinking about the song, if I'm gonna be honest. I was just thinking about dressing up as the cars. But then like, yeah, like how would you what song choice? Like what I guess you'd probably have to do like a upbeat one. But my favorite dance style is Viennese waltz. So that's where it
You
gets
know, a
tricky, but it'd be
Viennese.
so cute to do. Is her name Sandy
Mm-hmm.
and Lightning? That'd be
Lightning McQueen.
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, to somehow. Oh my gosh, I don't know what the actual song name, but the song that when it's like their little date day, Lightning and
Mm,
Sandy's little date day, that'd be such a cute little Viennese waltz.
that would be really cute. Yeah, I thought you were gonna do like a Wreck-It
Maybe
Ralph
where
thing.
I do love. I think that's Pixar though.
Oh, I don't know.
If it's Disney, I would do Wreck-It Ralph, but I'm pretty sure Wreck-It Ralph is Pixar.
Mm. Yeah, I'm
So
not
if
quite
you
sure.
and
Didn't
if I did
somebody at
Lightning,
Wreck-It Ralph dance like last year or the year before?
I'm pretty sure they're Pixar.
Oh,
But I guess it's Cars Pixar. I'm
I'm
getting.
not quite
I
sure.
don't really understand. I don't know. I guess I'm getting confused. But if I did a Cars dance, I would wear the Cars hats. Oh my gosh!
Mm.
And then I'd wear Cars Heelys.
Oh, and you just like zoom around.
Yeah, but I don't think that they would like that.
Yeah, probably not, but you could make it work.
Yeah,
In
make
the
it
words of
work.
Tim Gunn.
Yeah,
I don't know what I would choose. I'd probably do, I mean, it's been done before is the thing, but like Toy Story,
yeah,
maybe. I don't know. I'm excited to see what people are doing tonight. I've seen some on TikTok. Like I've seen like Whitney's doing Hamilton
mm-hmm.
and yeah,
Ezra
other
and
things.
Jordan are doing
Oh yeah.
Tiana.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I think Andy Richter's doing Ratatouille because he was wearing the chef's hat.
Yes, which I'm pumped about. And I think they're doing a Viennese waltz with Ratatouille, which is like going to be amazing. I think.
Ooh, exciting.
I think that's
Well,
going to be my favorite dance of the night.
yeah, that would be really good. Since we had a really long intro, should we just get right into Dancing with the Stars? Should we dive right in?
Yeah, sorry about that one, guys.
Okay, so last week, Dancing with the Stars. Again, I'm sorry. Who's voting for Hilaria? Again,
Literally.
they are getting paid. If Hilaria makes it through tonight, I don't know. And here's the thing. Last week I was getting my hair done during the show and I didn't vote in time because I was, kind of sitting in the chair during the minute and then I was driving back home. So I do kind of blame myself that Lauren got out. I feel maybe my votes would have mattered. But that made zero sense. Like yes, her dance wasn't that great. I also thought the judges were a little biased. Like I just don't feel like she deserved to be at the bottom.
I agree. I did not love her dance, I will say. And I know that she messed up in that one part. But yeah, I agree. It wasn't like bottom worthy at all.
No.
And it definitely was not elimination worthy at
No.
all.
No, and yes, this whole cast is really, 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 really good. And that's why I honestly don't know who's going to go out tonight. Hoping it's
Mm-hmm.
Hilaria and Gleb. But there's just been two upsets. Baron and Britt, Lauren and Brandon, both had so much potential and cut too early.
And Hilaria has like nobody behind her.
I don't get
Like
it. And like,
Brandon has such a following. Lauren has a following. I don't understand it. Britt has such a following. I don't get it. Gleb does not have a following. Hilaria does not have a following. How are they staying?
I don't know. And also their dance got such rave reviews. Oh, one sec. Let me look. 'Cause I had like a quote and I have so many notes in my phone. So sorry if I keep looking down to it. Oh, I guess I didn't have a quote, but I just said, why is Dancing with the Stars so up Hilaria's ass? I don't feel
Yeah,
like she was as good as they were saying because they were like raving about her. And I was like, I don't feel like that was as good as some of the others, but she got really high scores. And I wouldn't even
no,
say that it was better. I honestly don't see her like improving week to week.
no,
I
and
feel like
she
she's very
literally has
stagnant.
ballroom experience.
Hmm.
It's not the same competition for her at
Yeah, and that's what I
all.
don't. There's a lot of like talk online of being like, well, Hilaria, like everybody else has experience in dancing, not ballroom dancing.
Ballroom is what's different. I
Yes.
will say, I think Whitney, the fact that she has like a actual degree in dancing, that is a little to me as
Yeah.
well.
Hmm.
But the legitimately like ballroom dancing experience has competed in ballroom dancing competitions.
Yeah.
I just cannot get past that. And then I don't think I'd even be looking into it that much if it was like, oh, it's been years since I danced ballroom and it wasn't going the way it's going. Where it's like, are you really making it by yourself? Like, it's there's, I really can't wrap my head around the fact that she's still here and it's not in a slimy way behind the scenes because I just don't
Yeah.
believe it.
There's something weird with it. I don't know. We'll have to see tonight on how it all goes. But I'm like, if there's another upset tonight, I'm gonna be so confused.
Yeah. If she doesn't go home tonight, allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly that you were correct last week.
They're paying them off.
Yes. I've
Yeah,
seen
it's
people say that a lot on social media too, where it's
oh
like there's
really?
yes,
Okay.
I've seen a lot of people say
I
that.
haven't seen that, so I feel
You're
better
not
saying
the
that.
you're not the only one saying it. Because
Okay.
like I haven't seen anybody being like, you know what? I didn't think I'd be a fan, but surprisingly I am. Which I saw people say that about Lauren, being like, I didn't really know about her, but I was a huge fan. And either way, Brandon himself has a huge following.
Hmm.
Britt herself had a huge following. It's like Gleb came in this season. Nobody even wanted him on the season in the first place. So nobody's like, actually, yeah, I'm gonna vote for Gleb.
Yeah.
And Hilaria, she didn't have a following, and her following is not growing through the show.
No, I was one of those people that didn't really know Lauren. And then
Yeah,
when
same.
I started seeing her and Brandon more, and especially her second week dance, I was like, oh, now I'm a fan. Because even after
Yes.
our first week, I did put her like not bottom where she left, but I think I put her going home on like eighth or something, ninth, like kind of in the middle. Um, but after her second week, I was like, oh no, I was wrong. She's gonna go really far.
Yeah, I thought they
And
were gonna make
then
it far. I had them at fifth, and I was wrong.
dang, I just want Brandon and Britt to win one. It's
I
crazy that
know.
both of them are so talented and have never won a mirror ball.
I know. It's so upsetting. I was shocked. Like
Shocked.
genuinely, I'm like, there is no freaking way. Have you seen people saying Brandon can never wear yellow on Dancing with the Stars ever again because this is the third season in a row that he's been eliminated when wearing yellow?
No, I didn't.
Yes. How sad is that? I hope he
Oh,
listens to that because I'm superstitious and I would take that to heart for sure.
yeah. I'll have to
Yeah,
pay
with
attention to
Lele,
that. That's,
Chandler, and then now Lauren, all wearing yellow.
huh. I did
Hmm.
not know that. Some of my other notes. Oh, Jordan. I said Jordan, amazing. She's my winner. I take it back. I do think she is going to win it all.
I
That
thought her
dance was
dance this
amazing.
week was an insane improvement from her last week. I feel like it like
Insane.
something just like clicked for her. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm so pumped for this dance. I feel like this week she's gonna be so in character now with this click. I feel like it's
Hmm.
gonna be really, really good.
Yeah, she's getting so confident.
Hmm.
Her facial expressions were in it because I feel like in the beginning, people's body isn't matching their face. Like you can kind of see on their face that they're thinking or like nervous or something. She
Hmm.
seems like she's just like boom, boom, boom. I know what I'm doing.
Hmm.
Um, And Ezra is extremely supportive. So I love seeing them.
Yes.
And I think his choreography is getting better too. He's
That's what I
getting
was
more
gonna say.
confident in his skills, it seems
I thought the
like.
choreography of this last one, the TikTok night, was his best choreography that we've seen, which obviously we didn't really get to see a lot of his choreography last season. We've only ever seen him choreograph with Riley on like group dances and stuff. So far, we haven't seen his solo choreography before too
Hmm.
far in. So I'm excited to see how he progresses throughout the season. I feel like it's really going to show off his skills. I'm excited to see him grow choreography wise.
Me too. I'm excited.
Yes.
And then I said, why did Andy Richter make me cry?
I just love him. I could see
Me
him
too.
just making you cry whenever. I'm just obsessed with him.
Oh, I
He
think it
could
was,
he'll make
I
me cry
think I
tonight.
was,
I know it.
oh yeah, me too. I think I was crying because he was saying that he's just like really grateful to be this far. He had no idea he was
Oh,
going to get this far, you know?
yeah.
And now
Have you
he's just
seen
trying his best every time.
on TikTok? I would definitely recommend watching it. Him and Emma are doing a series on TikTok where they're going through the more technical side of the dances and things to be watching. Like for every single dance they're doing, they're showing their followers what they're specifically focusing on for him so that the fans can be critiquing their dance from like an Emma or a judge perspective. And it's
That's
really cool,
actually
actually.
a really good idea. Like that's really cool for
Yes.
their fans. But because his dancing skills is so far behind all the rest,
Mhm.
that's such a good way to get more votes to show like, oh, he's really trying.
And
Like
it's
it's
because she
good.
has him explaining in it. She has him being like for the Viennese waltz. She was like telling him like, "Okay, Andy, now you explain what a Viennese waltz. How does a Viennese waltz frame differ from a tango frame?" And then he went into the entire explanation of it, and he showed it the difference of it. And I've never danced before, but I'm like so interested in dancing,
Hmm.
and I would have like I've never like I love watching dance, but I've never looked that closely to notice that like the hand placement or the way that like a woman's hand lays or the fingers are placed is different based on a tango versus like a Viennese waltz. I've never noticed that before. I've never looked that closely, and he pointed all that out, and it just shows how much he cares and wants to know and wants to like really learn. But also as a viewer, it's like now every time I watch Dancing with the Stars, I'll be paying so much more attention, and I think I want to learn a lot more about dance. So it's such a cool series to help viewers really get the chance to see it from like a judge's perspective more.
Yeah, that is really cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I do feel like they used to do that more in Dancing with the Stars. Do you feel like they used to also have better packages, like the
Yes.
in between? Like we got to know not only the star, but we got to know the dancers really well.
Yes,
And I
and
don't feel like they spotlight the dancers anymore.
I agree. I watch a lot of them on TikTok of older seasons, and they were a lot longer too. Like I
Hmm.
feel like now it's like with all of these long commercial breaks that are in between almost every single dance, I feel like the packages are so short, and yet they barely highlight even the celebrity anymore, let
Hmm.
alone the dancer as well. I kind of wish they would like I don't think we will even get to know the celebrities until they're way far in the season, and then you finally start to be like, oh, this is what this person is all about.
For sure,
But it
until like
takes a bit.
dedication night or the one of the more vulnerable nights.
Yeah, it takes a long time to like get to know a celebrity on a show. I feel like compared to
Hmm.
what it used to be.
Maybe they think like maybe the producers think because of social media, we all know. So
Yeah,
like maybe they feel like we don't need to, but I personally like seeing them not so like filtered.
especially like Jan. I don't know anything about him besides that he's Taylor Swift's dancer. I
Hmm.
would love to like have a package on him to get a better story and idea of him.
Absolutely.
I think it'd be cooler to have it all wrapped up in a show rather than having us research all on our own on social media. And I think you get a different perspective on them all wrapped up in a show versus what they're putting out on their social media, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No,
You
I
know,
I totally agree.
I will say though, I think one thing the elimination taught us this week is no longer bring somebody you care about to watch your dance because Baron brought his coach, eliminated. Lauren brought her band, eliminated.
Eliminated. You're so right. You're so right. My other one is we keep saying it week to week. Alex Earl is really surprising me. When she was announced for Dance with the Stars, I was like, I wasn't like super excited. She's working like crazy. And I feel like her and
Hmm.
Val do have a lot of chemistry.
I
And every
agree.
single week is getting really good. She's also getting a lot more confident. It'll be interesting this week with Disney if she kind of gets into character,
Hmm.
because a lot of the other people are performers.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if she can kind of keep up with everybody. I know there's other TikTok people too, so um, but it's harder probably against like a not Danielle Fisher, or
Hmm.
I'm blanking on her name, Parent Trap girl.
Elaine Fisher.
Yeah, Elaine.
Yeah, or even like a Robert Irwin, who he's not an actor, but we know he's so animated in his face already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I did say, yeah, Alex girl keeps surprising me, so I'm gonna go back to it. But Derek scoring her lower than Hilaria? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? It was a way better dance.
I'm sorry, but is the money, I mean, allegedly, is the money really worth it? Really?
I know. I'm just when I saw him score her less, I was just like, are we watching the same show? Because yeah, Hilaria was fine. Like she was good. Was she better than last week? No, because she's being the same kind of every single week. Like, I'm not seeing a lot of improvement. They never really give her constructive feedback, like barely any.
That's what I've kind of noticed too. They're always just like amazing, really good. Like there's not much to it.
Yeah, it's weird. And then when they scored Alex less, I was like, Alex clearly made a huge difference from last week.
And I feel like there's certain people that give constructive criticism every time without fail. Like even I Jen, I will say Jen and Yana are not like my favorite couple, but I will say their dance this week, I was really impressed by her and I thought she improved a lot.
For sure.
And they barely gave her any positive critiques. It was immediately like hyperextension, your dress is beautiful. But like there was not many positive critiques on her dancing really. And I was surprised by that because I
Yeah.
thought it was her best dance of the season so far at least.
Maybe they can tell who can take it more. Is that kind of bad? But
Yeah.
like Jordan even said, like I'm really good at constructive criticism. So maybe that's why they feel okay pointing things out more. But I also don't want to say that because I mean, like people that they don't give constructive criticism to, we don't know how they act. But maybe they have a sense. I have no idea. But you're
Yeah.
very right. There's certain people that they keep always saying things, which isn't bad. I mean, I would want to hear that, or else you're
Yeah.
going to
And
keep
maybe
going
certain
week to
people
week with
come
some
in
of these.
saying, yeah, like certain people come in with more of a mindset of being like, I'm just here for a good time. And certain people come in being like, I really want to learn,
Hmm.
whether they're saying it on camera or not. It's more known to the judges
Yeah.
kind of thing, too. Who knows?
Who knows?
I'm just
Um,
awfully confused.
yeah, my only other Dancing with the Stars no is Lauren should not have had the same score as Andy and Emma. Like Andy, yes, is improving, so I do agree with his scores. I don't think Lauren's was such a drastic change from last week where she deserved Andy's scores. Like, unfortunately, yes, Andy should be at the bottom. This is a crazy cast,
Mm-hmm.
and clearly, I mean, it's hard because it's like your scores should be based on your scores last week, but you do also have to compete against everybody else in
Yeah.
that sense. So
It's hard for with Andy because if Andy goes on past seasons, he would be like middle ground. I really
yeah,
think so.
it's just because this season is crazy good.
Hmm. It's interesting because even last season, like last season was a lot of good people, but I don't think Andy would be like an obvious bottom person even last season or 2 seasons. Like
No, because
really,
even yeah, like what the 2 seasons ago, two now. You had Harry Jousey, you had Allison
yes,
from How I Met Your Mother. I'm forgetting blanking on who else, but there are other people too, where Harry was getting the bottom, but there were other people like close to the bottom a lot. Yeah, Andy would not. Andy would have been in the middle of the pack, but this is a
yeah,
crazy talented season.
yeah. It's really interesting.
Crazy talented with all the celebs and crazy talented with all of the dancers choreography
Yeah,
this year.
definitely. Like every year, they're just like pushing it more and more.
Hmm. My only one thing of TikTok night, which I was just getting a little annoyed about. I know it was TikTok night, but it was so markety. Like they just kept marketing and marketing and marketing towards TikTok, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't like this. And I get why they did it, but I also don't like when some of the dances went to that short screen.
Yeah,
of TikTok, and I was like, at least do it with all the dances or none of the dances. I
I
don't like that it was
agree.
just a few.
I agree. I thought the same thing. I'm not gonna lie, like I get why they did it is because like obviously TikTok's an insane platform for them and TikTok's building their show into what it is now. So like I
Hmm.
think it's kind of like their ode to TikTok almost. So I understand it, but it's definitely my least favorite night of theirs so far. I thought it was pretty boring of a
I
night.
did too. Like tonight's gonna be so much better. Wicked night will be
Mhm.
better, and Dedication night so much better. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not. Plus, even um, TikTok is hard because it's like, yeah, it's viral, but everybody has such a different algorithm. So there were some songs where I was like, I recognize it, but I wouldn't have said it was like the TikTok viral song or something.
Yeah. And I thought it was gonna be different songs choices. I thought it'd be more of like the classic dance TikTok viral songs rather than like certain TikTok sounds being used and then like goes into a song or like
Hmm.
I don't know, it just wasn't quite what I was expecting for TikTok night. Or I thought like there'd be more TikTok moves being used and then like made into a TikTok dance. I don't know. It was
Oh,
interesting.
sorry, I just came to my head. I would take it back. Yes, I would love to meow 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 if I had a waltz, but I also would want to do a jazz or a jive to it's corn.
Oh my gosh. That'd be so funny actually.
We were all dressed as corn.
That'd be hilarious. That'd
Yeah, I
be
take it
very
back.
good.
That's actually my one.
There's a lot that I'd want to do, really. Be a fun night, but I'd want to do it more like really all out there. Like I think they just could have gotten I think I was just very bored with the night from what they could have done.
Yeah, you're
Even
so
like
right.
sets and things. I think sets could have been way more out there and costuming could have been like more out. I think it could I think I was expecting it to be a bit more like not memey, but like a bit more memey. Like I liked how
Yeah.
Jen and Yan's was more like a little memey with the whole
Yeah,
like mamacita kind of thing, and then it turned into their dance. But I
I
liked how
love
that played.
that.
To me, that was more what I was expecting TikTok night to be.
I love
You
the
know,
hood Nick thing from Love Island.
how crazy though to be like just like literally what 6 months ago, like so normal and not even, like a
Hmm.
little more 6 months ago, a normal person, and now your the conversation is being used on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah,
That's
I love
nuts.
it. Which brings some Love Island people in. Like, bring
Yeah,
Leah in.
honestly,
I
yeah,
would
it'd be
love
so
that.
cool.
Leah or Serena.
Andy Cohen, get on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh my God. What am I trying to say? I was saying.
Or, oh my God, I'm not gonna lie. If Jax Taylor was on, I would love that. I mean, that man is a. I don't know who would want to be paired with him because it would be horrible.
Hmm.
Put him solo, but he would be funny on there.
Yeah, I guess
Just
from Vanderpump they've only had Lisa and Ariana.
yeah, but I would
I kind of
love
hope
to hear.
Scheana never goes on. Is that mean to me?
Yeah, I
Because she was
agree. I'm not
like
gonna
all
lie,
about it.
but I would love to hear Jax take critiques from judges, just because like he could not take it.
He couldn't take it. There's no
No.
way.
Mm-mm.
No. Yeah, well, that's all my Dancing with the Stars notes. You got any others?
No, I'm just excited for tonight. I love Disney night, and then is it what's next? I forget what. Well, we can talk about that later. But no, it wouldn't be Halloween night next week already. That would
No,
be
is it dedication night and then
dedication
Wicked?
night,
I
then
think.
Wicked, and then Halloween night. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like those are going to be great weeks in a row. I
Yeah.
feel like
No, I'm excited. Yeah, tonight will be so much fun.
so good.
Next show, Love Island Games, baby. I had told you that I had watched all of it. I was actually wrong. I have 20 more minutes left of the finale, so I actually don't know who won the finale. But do you?
I do because I
Okay,
got
we can talk about
spoiled.
it because I live 20 minutes and I know it's down to the last four. But let's talk about our notes throughout.
Okay, I'm gonna not gonna lie, I'm pretty behind because I was away all weekend.
Oh, okay.
And so I've missed quite a bit, and I wasn't even fully caught up. I don't think before that. I don't really know where how far I am, but
You
I've
care if
seen
I
a bunch.
talk about it?
No, I've seen a bunch on TikTok. I think I've gotten spoiled most of it, so I know everything for the most part.
Okay, I have literally so many notes. Like if it's like scrolling of
Good.
Love Island games. I won't go through all of it. But I did write. I just feel like I was watching this like seething a lot of them. Okay, so we have there's a lot that we've watched since we've last spoken because at the time that we last spoke, Andrina and Johnny were still together.
Justine and Tyreek weren't even together. I don't think at the
I don't think
time.
so. And like
Lucinda and
okay, thank
Isaiah
you.
weren't.
That's
not
what I was trying to
together.
figure out. Lucinda and Zay were not together. So it's kind of so my first note must have been when Johnny was being like to the guys. He was like, "Yeah, I'm not really feeling Andrina." And then what was he doing that night? Bitch was making out with her in bed. You have to
Literally.
tell her if you're not feeling it. You can't be like, to the guys like, "Yeah, I don't really like her that much," and then doing stuff in bed with her because she literally wants to have your babies.
Dude,
Well, she did, not
after he
anymore.
was after he was out too, he did an interview with Sally and was like trying to play it off as being like, yeah, like I get why America's mad, but at the same time, like I went in there saying I was gonna play the game, and I went in there like thinking I'd be more interested in Adrena romantically in that. At the end of the day, the game became more important than her romantically. That spark just kind of fell out or whatever, and blah blah blah. He tried to play it off by being like, "I am a good guy. I'm a good guy," but it's like, no, because yeah, you shouldn't make out with her after you've already come to that conclusion.
Yes.
You already you messed up, dude. You can't
Yeah.
bring a girl in physically if you've already come to the conclusion that you're not with her emotionally. That's on you.
Yeah, he was nowhere near being like a gentleman, as he said, because yes, he did that. He made out with her after talking to guys and not talking to Adrena. Then talked to Adrena the next day, and it wasn't like, "Hey, I'm not like feeling this," whatever. He was kind of manipulative and was being like, "You have to fix something," or like, "You have to open up for us to be together. I'm not feeling like the
Mhm.
deep connection. So we're still together, but you just have to open up more." It wasn't like, "I'm not feeling a deep connection. I don't know, we can see where this goes, but like I'm just not fully feeling it." He didn't, it was very much like, "We're still together."
And they were
Then,
together for 10 days. Is like, how, what do you expect, dude?
yeah. Then they had the whole like Christmas present thing, and they could have been safe together. And he just fucks her over. And it was like, I wasn't really feeling it, blah, blah, blah. She's like, not that good at the games. And then, sorry, in my mind, I just totally lost where I was. Oh yeah. And then they, he picks to open up the package, and, Ariana's asking Andrina what she's feeling. And Andrina's like, "I'm just really blindsided." And Johnny's like, "I don't know, you could be blindsided. We had a conversation." And I was like, "That is not what your conversation was about, Johnny. It was not about that you were going to choose the next girl that walked in here."
No, not at all.
And I don't know. He annoys me. Oh, I'm going to have a whole little Johnny rant. Because then I really can't stand him. All my notes are like Johnny and Tyreek. Tyreek, I can stand more, but I thought he was a real dick to Justine in some parts of this. Um. So yeah. So then he picks Megan. Is that her name?
Gabby?
Her name's Gabby.
Out of the present box?
Yeah. Why do you think her name was
Gabby.
Megan?
Gabby.
You're so
Casey's
right.
ex?
It's Gabby. You're so right. I
Gabby.
don't know why I thought it was Megan. Um. Yeah. So he picks Gabby. Puts Andrina to be vulnerable. She loses, and yeah. Then when she's about to leave, he has that whole conversation with her. I have to look at my notes. I feel like I have exactly what.
See, I haven't watched this.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
No,
So,
spoil it away for me, but I'm like, this is what I'm excited to see because I've seen people talking about this on TikTok, and I'm like,
oh, this is yeah, I have the whole thing. After the elimination, Johnny was saying that he was nothing but a gentleman with Andrina, blah blah blah. And then he's saying goodbye and he's saying, Andrea, you could potentially. No, no, no. Sorry. Let me back this up. So this was before her elimination, but he was with Gabby. He had a conversation with Andrina and being like, "Well, I don't know you're mad. Like, I was a gentleman through the whole thing." And then to Andrina, he goes, Andrina, you could potentially influence me again. Those were his words. And thank God Andrina didn't take the bait. She was like, "No, you fucked me over." But then as an elimination that night, and Andrina loses. She did put up a good fight though. At first, I thought she was gonna just get like whooped because the first one she did get whooped, like it was like best out of three. And thank God she won because I was like, this is sad. Okay, but then she gets eliminated, and Johnny's like, "Can I speak to you for a second?" And in the goodbye, this is quote, I have it quoted in my notes. If you still have feelings for me, I'm not dead, and neither are you.
What?
Yeah, like meaning we can get back together. We can, we can fuck. And then she starts crying and kind of was giving in. And I was like, God damn it, Andrina, that is your time to go, well, you're dead to me, Johnny. Bye. And you walk
Literally.
away. But she
What
didn't.
the
She
heck?
cried and kind of was like, yeah. I was like, ugh, she's
Well,
definitely gonna go back to him.
I've seen them together on the outside now.
I
That's what
knew it.
that's the spoiler. That's the kind of thing I've seen like just with like them kind of being a little touchy-feely out in public together is the vibes. And people are like, what, girl? No. And then she's done an interview, not an interview, but like, yeah, a little something saying that, like, in her mind, her and Johnny were basically dating before the show happened. But then he had said, hey, I'm going on a dating show, but basically, um, be ready for me when I get out of the dating show kind of thing. And then she got casted on the Love Island after that. They didn't know they were on the same show. And so when it happened, she was like, oh my God, freaking perfect. Because we were already dating before this. It's going to be freaking awesome. And then he was like, peace out. Not a fan of you still.
Yeah, he screwed her over.
So he was even worse. It's like not even just the show stuff. It's like they were like talking more seriously on the outside before
Yeah, I
this.
don't know how you could have that happen. Then you watch the show, you watch how he's going to the guys, being like, oh, I don't know, making out with you in bed, manipulating you. And also, I don't know how you could watch that show and watch the way Johnny even just treats the other guys and be like, yeah, this is somebody I would want to date.
Literally. I'm also curious if she's watched past seasons. Like, did she watch last season Love Island games? And did she watch him and Sally's season? Watch
Yeah, I don't know.
him and Sally's season, he sucked, but at least like they ended up, he was horrible. But they ended up together in the end. So it's like, okay, I can see how you would be like, maybe he is a sweet guy. But if
Yeah.
you watch Love Island games last season, which I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched the whole thing, but I've now gone back and watched bits and pieces of it because I've wanted to see their fight that they ended up having. I don't know how you watch that and you're like, yeah, let's he's a good guy. And then how you watch how he treats the other girl that he like got with and then lied to as well. And then you're like, yeah, I'm gonna trust him. He seems like a trustworthy guy. Like he's just shown time and time again that he's not a trustworthy guy. And he does
No,
this
he's
over and
not.
over and over again.
No, he's not. I have more things with him. Okay, so I guess you haven't seen a lot of it, but there was this annoying, the rest of the season basically, it Tyreek, Toby, and Johnny really team up, and they're like, us three are going to go to the finals. Isaiah's kind of in it. They're really targeting out Kendall and Josh
Oh,
and
why?
Casey, but I don't think Casey was a threat to anybody. No offense. And I think honestly, I think Casey knew that. I
What's
think,
up, TikTok?
yeah. What does he go like this? By that TikTok? Doesn't he stick his tongue out?
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
I don't think he was a threat to anybody. So I think they all knew at some point Casey's out. Casey actually ended up leaving not from like really a challenge. He just made there's like a gambling night and they had a gamble and just they had like a roulette and if it landed on I don't remember what color, but red or white, then you were out. And unfortunately that's how they got out. Like it was no based on it wasn't based on skill.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah. Johnny and Tyreek and Toby were really like it was just kind of annoying. Like they it felt like to me that they were like trying to control the whole villa and were barely bringing their like the three girls into any of their decisions. And I didn't like how like Justine felt like even though her and Toby were rocky, she was just kind of going with whatever or not Toby, Tyreek wanted to do. She never like stood up and was kind of like, no, let's not go for this couple. This couple's my friend. It just felt like every person that was coupled up with one of those three kind of went for other. Something I'm trying to say? Like they just kind of did
Yeah.
whatever the guys wanted to do. Sydney
Yeah.
backed off a little bit because, oh, you haven't watched so much. There's so much to do.
Well, I saw the thing where it's like Toby tried to couple up with Garby,
Mm-hmm.
and Sydney was like, "What the hell?" kind
Yeah.
of thing. And then he was like, "Well, Sydney, you don't even believe in yourself. How could I believe in you?" And
And I
she
don't
was
know
like,
who was working
"What?"
her TikTok while she was gone, But after that happened on her TikTok page, you know the video that's like, I'm a snake. I'm a slithery snake.
Yes.
They put Toby's face on that guy's face and then had it go
I
like
could be
this.
wrong. I don't know for sure if Deb is running her account or if Deb is just heavily. I think it's Deb
That would make so much sense because I feel like that's very Deb coded.
because then Deb put a TikTok. I follow Deb because I think she's hilarious.
Hmm.
And she keeps like, she's put so much commentary out on Sydney's time in Love Island games. That's why I think she has her account because today she put a TikTok out saying something about like, it was an audio and it said something about like when Sydney sees her TikTok account when she gets out, and it was like something about how leaving me kind of thing.
Oh, that would make
That
so much
makes
sense. Like seeing
Yeah.
all of Deb's TikToks.
Yes.
That's
Yeah, that
funny. I
yeah.
loved the slithery snake one. I was like, that is spot on what
And I
happened.
saw another one on Sydney's Instagram today. There was a clown face over Toby's face, and then it was um how like to your coworker, how does it feel to have 40 hours a week where you like don't do anything kind of thing?
And
Because
I get it.
because Toby is Sydney's coworker who spends 40 hours a week not doing anything, and Sydney's
Oh,
learning his weight.
absolutely. Even though to when Sydney was like, "What was that? Like, why didn't you want to couple up with me?" And he's like, "I just think, Sydney, that you don't believe in yourself." What?
Yeah.
And he's like, "You came in here to serve looks." And Sydney was like, "I said that one time," and boy
Also,
just
like,
ran with it.
have you ever met Sydney before? Like, she's clearly a very sarcastic
Yes, she's
person that's
so
just trying to like
sarcastic.
say things for the shock factor of it.
Yeah. Oh, my favorite Sydney line of the entire season was there was a point where everybody was kind of not everybody, but there was a clear divide. In one of the challenges, they had to divide into teams, but it wasn't teams by couples. It was like they picked two captains, and then it was like I'll pick Lucinda, I'll pick Isaiah, and then so it was totally mixed up with couples and stuff. But one became the power squad, and Sydney was not on the power squad, and she was like, and everybody was kind of getting annoyed because Johnny was on this power squad, and he was just boasting about it. He's like, power squad, going around, be like, yeah. It really felt like they wanted to like chest bump each other all the time. Like, power
God, he's
squad.
such a he's such like a fourth grader in high school that like won dodgeball one time.
I get the ick from every single man on this show. Anytime a man in the show does the anything like, or like when
Oh
they
my
get
God.
like really into practicing something, like, I can't.
Literally, it grosses me out so much. Like for a while, like I found Josh a little attractive. Like I'd never seen a season before. And then he
Hmm.
did that when he beat who did he beat again in that first round? I don't
Is it
remember.
Kendall?
No,
No.
because they got eliminated.
Oh, Chris. No, that was Johnny.
No.
I don't remember.
Whoever he beat, he did that, and I was like, ugh. And then I
Ick.
have never seen him the same since. It's so disgusting. But
Oh,
Johnny gives me
Charlie.
Charlie. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Johnny gives me the kind of vibe that he would definitely, when he was playing dodgeball in elementary school, he definitely did headshots at the
And he'd be
girls.
like, what? What? She's
Coach,
crazy.
coach, what? Oh my gosh, she's being dramatic. I hit her in the shoulder.
Girl must be on her period.
I didn't even hit her that hard. I barely threw it at her. She definitely just PMSing, coach.
100%.
God.
Um, so yeah, so there was a time when people not on the power squad were just annoyed at Johnny. And Sydney was at the fire pit and she goes, I don't care. I mean, Johnny will be on Love Island season 80.
Literally, though.
Yeah.
Literally, he will. There will be a lot of them on there because there will be a lot of them on there. Oh my gosh. Love Island season 80 will be
Yeah, I'll
crazy.
for sure be like Johnny, Casey.
For sure. That's what I was thinking too. Is
I
Johnny
actually
and
don't hate
Casey.
Casey being on every single season. It's a
Yeah.
little annoying with like Love Island Games is better because at least they're doing things. It gets a little annoying than being on Love Island because I'm like, okay, you're clearly not actually trying to be with somebody.
Yeah. Games I get. That's why I kind of like games is because it's like, okay, it's more justifiable that you come here just for the money. Love Island, it's
Hmm.
like, come on, you're gonna come here just for the money. And that's not what this show. I mean, that I get nowadays is what that show is about, but it's not really what this show's meant to be about. Games is like okay, people admit it on there that that's what they're there for, which I appreciate.
Yeah. No, me too.
It's
I
more
only
of an
find
honest
those.
show. I like it.
Absolutely. My other note is, oh my God, we've just watched so much Love Island since we last talked. So I'm just gonna kind of go through, don't have to every single one. Oh, with the Power Squad, which I did feel bad, is Josh and Andrea were on different teams. Andrea was on the Power Squad. Like Andrea was on the Power Squad, Lucinda, Isaiah, Johnny. There were a few couples that were like kind of mixed up. Oh, I think Tyreek and Toby also. But like Sydney and Justine were on the other team. So they all had to like converse, and their job was to kiss three islanders that, or four islanders that they would be vulnerable for elimination. And that, of course, because it's Tyreek, Toby, and Johnny in the Power Squad, they all were like, "We have to Josh, we have to do Josh, we have to do Josh." And Andrea, in like on one of the confessionals, was like, I mean, I was outnumbered. Like my opinion wasn't being brought into it, and of course I don't want it to be Josh. And at first they told Andrea that she has to kiss Josh to seal a deal, and Andrea was like, "Don't put that on me. Somebody else has to do it. I'm not going to tell the guy that I'm actually really into that he's vulnerable because I'm not getting an opinion." And I do appreciate Andrea standing up for that.
Yeah.
So it ended up being like Lucinda that just like kissed him on the cheek. But
That's so sad.
and Andrea didn't kiss him all night, and I guess he kind of could tell like something was up. And then that's why the next day when he was like became vulnerable, she was like, I mean, I didn't know what to do because she can't tell him that he's up.
Yeah. Oh,
And so
that's
like,
sad.
yeah, because they were like barely cuddling and stuff. But
Huh.
yeah,
Did you see
they
on
went home.
After Sun that they said they weren't gonna like try and pursue anything?
They weren't,
No.
and
I
they were
thought that was
playing
super
it
weird.
because they were like really into each other on the. Maybe honestly though, the last few challenges, Josh gets like too into it where it gets icky and he'll like fight
Oh.
with people, like, "Bleh, bleh, bleh," like kind of like bickering people. I could see Andrea being like, that's
Hmm.
giving me the ick.
That
But maybe not.
surprised me. I was like, I
Yeah,
thought
that is
they
weird because they really
really said
played
they
it
were
up.
gonna. Yeah, maybe.
Hmm. The only other crazy things was Garby and Nicola. Did you see their challenge?
Mm-mm.
They were like had to throw these like 50-pound balls like across the other person's thing. Whoever had, all of them in, or like most of them in their side was eliminated. But they were heavy balls, so they were kind of gonna chuck them over. Um, Garvey threw one right at Nicola's head, and they couldn't go on anymore. And yeah, like she had to get checked out by the medical team, and then she was just gone. Like she didn't even do like a speech. It just was Ariana being like, "Yeah, unfortunately." Like Nicola, the medical team said that Nicola can't keep going. Like she's okay, but she can't keep going. So Garvey is the winner. And I watched that multiple times. It to me, I mean, it could be like a heat of a challenge. To me, it looked like she like looked, saw Nicola on the ground, kind of tossed right at her head. But I could be wrong. To me,
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
and even the way she was reacting to it, it just didn't really seem like super sorry. I mean, it was, but it kind of felt like fake. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm not.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I feel like she threw it at Nicola's head. I don't like these like with Chris and with Nicola. I almost feel like they should be like, okay, we're gonna reschedule or like the challenge.
I agree. I think the injury thing is just odd to be like, "Hey, you're the winner."
Yeah, it
Like,
kind of
are you
sucks
the
because
winner?
it really was either of their games.
Yeah, like even in the interview Johnny did with Sally when he was like, "Yeah, I think my best moment in the villa was when I beat Chris." It's like, I mean, yes, because Chris, faked his injury. You did beat Chris, but like, if Chris actually was injured, no, you didn't beat Chris. He got out because he was injured.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so then the only other thing I just found was crazy. Like, I'm just gonna go into a Johnny rant again. Well, a little bit of all the boys. I have no takes on the girls. I think all the girls are great. Most of them are friendly with each other. Even Lucinda, who's with Isaiah, is friendly with Sydney, his ex. I just feel like all the girls are very nice to each other. I really have no notes on the girls other than how the girls are with the boys. Like Tyreek really fucked Justine over, and then I just felt like it was a quick apology, and then she was back with him and doing whatever he wanted. So just kind of that annoyed me. I get playing the game, but also I'm kind of like, we need to knock these men down a peg. So my nights are only on the boys because honestly, they were the most annoying. per usual. So Isaiah was kind of playing both sides, like was kind of being like, Josh, we're friends. But then also was like, but Johnny, Tyreek, Toby, and I are going to the finals. Like he was just kind of in the middle. I get maybe that was his strategy, or he's just a person that's like, I don't like not being friends with everybody. I don't know. But Josh got kind of intense with Isaiah once, and he was kind of yelling at Isaiah, and he was like, "Don't you see that you'll be on the chopping block next?" Because I guess they had to like vote who they wanted to be vulnerable, and like Josh was like there, and so Isaiah voted for Josh, and and Josh was like, "You're gonna be next. Like they're not gonna vote those three out. Like you'll be next." And so my note is Josh is a little intense, but with Isaiah, but he's not wrong. Isaiah is on the chopping block first, and when it comes down to it, Johnny, Tariq, and Toby will only look out for themselves. They're not going to look out for Isaiah. They're just having with Isaiah. But what was annoying after that, when Johnny like went to Tyreek and Toby, and he's like, "Guys, can I have your word? Like we're all three in together, right in the final." Then, like barely 12 hours later, Johnny's talking to Josh and he's kind of playing both sides and basically being like Josh, I have no problems with you kind of thing. And Josh was like, oh, I know. Like, I really need to get Tyreek and Toby out. So it's like Johnny's weird way of being like, oh, no, we're going three in the finals. But Josh, if you do have power, vote Tyreek and Toby out first, not me.
What a doofus.
What a doofus. And then I just feel like he knows, like he's manipulative. He knows how to play the game. When I was watching that, I was like, what a little mastermind. But the problem is with Love Island Games, it's America's vote, and who do we all hate? Johnny. So Johnny got out from America's vote. They didn't want to see Johnny and Gabby in the final. I do feel bad for Gabby. I did like her, but that's what's going to happen if you're going to pick the guy that's been on Love Island 3 times now and has fucked how many girls over? With
Literally.
the majority of Love Island viewers being women, we're not going to be cool with like this guy fucking women over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she picked the wrong one up there. Out of all the boys that were up there, I was like, girl, that was the wrong choice.
Yeah, I see it from a physical standpoint, but
Yeah.
if you look back at most of the games, it's really strategy,
Mm-hmm.
a
Yeah,
lot of
but from
things.
America's point of view and votes wise, he was the one you should not have picked.
No. Do you want just tell me who the winner is? Unless you want to talk about it
Well,
next week, but
maybe I'm wrong, I think, but I guess I don't want to be wrong, but I'm pretty sure from what I've seen, it's Zay and Lucinda.
oh good. Because I'm watching it. Let's double check your thing because I
Yeah,
was
double
hoping it
check.
wasn't.
All of the cats are staring at my light, and it's freaking me out.
Ew. You're right. It was Zay and Lucinda. I'm so glad because I was at the point where now it was just down to Lucinda and Zay and Justine and Tyreek. And I was like, oh, I just don't really want Justine to win again. Like, it'd be cool for her. But
Hmm.
like, Tyreek was really a mastermind. And it was annoying. Like, people were saying this. They were like, Johnny and Tyreek, especially Tyreek, have never had to do just a one-on-one dual challenge to not be eliminated. Other than Johnny doing it with Chris, but he got like out of it. So it's really annoying. While like Josh has done multiple of them, I guess Toby had neither. So that's why people are annoyed that they're like none of them have ever had to do an elimination duel, and they're just
Yeah,
like
that
getting
is
into the
annoying.
final.
That is annoying.
Sorry, my drink's hitting me. I think I lost where I was.
Same. I'm kind of like, huh, what an interesting show.
That's really all my notes. We can talk more next week if we want. Otherwise, it was good. I really liked it. 10 out of 10. Love Island Australia is coming back. Thank God.
And
Also,
All Stars.
yeah, I'm excited we'll have both of them. You told me Mimi or M was coming on.
I know. I'm so confused because I could have swore that I saw Mimi in the previews for games. And I follow her on Instagram and she keeps just like posting. And I was like, girl, why do you keep posting on your stories? When the heck are you going in the villa? And she's not going in there. And then I was like, maybe All Stars, but I don't think she's going into All Stars either. So I was just wrong. But I know for a fact I saw her on the previews. I don't know if like something happened or if she like I don't know. I could have swore unless I dreamt it.
You must have, because
I
I was
don't
waiting for her.
know.
I was so excited. I hope there's somebody from that season of Australia going on All
Me
Stars.
too.
Like any of them. Even the
Me
ones that I
too.
was like kind of like, eh. It was such a perfect season of Love Island.
I agree. I
So I'm
know. I would
super
love
excited.
to see them.
I've never been disappointed with it at Love Island Australia season.
No, I love Australia.
It needs
It's
to get more
so
hype
good.
because
I
it's
agree.
great.
Yeah, every single season of Love Island Australia is so good. Honestly, if I think about it, the couples that I follow off of Love Island as a whole, the majority I follow is from Love Island Australia. The people in general. I follow the most people from Love Island Australia
That totally
out
makes
of
sense. I
all of
think
Love Island.
I'm most invested in
Yeah.
their lives.
Like single and relationship wise.
It needs more hype. Everybody, watch Love Island Australia,
It's
especially
so
last
good.
season. You will not be disappointed.
And I love Sophie Monk.
Me
She's just like
too.
so fun.
I love Ariana, but I think Sophie Monk's my favorite host because she's so like cheeky with what she says at
She
people.
is. She I like Ariana a lot. I just feel like it comes across very scripted. I think because we know Ariana from Vanderpump,
Yeah.
that we know when she's not scripted, that we can tell when she's like we know this is obvious. And it's the host of Love Island is not meant to be their actual personality. I understand that, but like this is so clearly not Ariana, like genuinely Ariana.
Yeah.
And so I think sometimes it kind of takes me out of it a little bit, which
There's
is
only been
fine.
certain times. Like, you remember when TJ this season was like rating all the girls with low kisses and then she kind of
Yes.
snapped back and I was like, there she is.
Yes, I think there are certain parts you're like, okay, but then there's certain parts where it's like she comes in for a scene, especially Love Island games where you can tell it's very scripted
Yeah.
because she has to like explain the games, which makes sense. But I think Sophie Monk is just like, I mean, I don't know her from anything else, obviously, and I just think she puts some fun jokes in there that whether they're scripted or not, she plays them off very well.
Yeah, she does. I love it.
I'm excited,
Me
but
too.
I'm gonna still finish Love Island games, even though like I know what's happened. It's still such a fun show to watch. I'm still gonna watch all of it, so I should have it done by next week. If I
Perfect. Give
have
me all
any
your thoughts
extra
next
thoughts,
week.
will
Other
do.
than that, that's all I watched this week. I still need to finish Love Thy Naders this week. Yeah. Should we do a picky dicky?
Picky dicky. Picky dicky. Picky picky dicky. Picky dicky.
I have one.
Okay.
This is not like a person you pick. It's a scene you pick.
Hmm.
What is a scene in Vanderpump Rules where when you watch it, you literally cringe like, oh no.
There's so many. Like so many. There's so many. Oh my god, I love that show so much. Especially season one. It's just so good.
Mm-hmm.
There's like so many I can think of, and I want to name all of them off, but I won't. There's like obvious ones, but I think the one that's really coming to my mind right now, like, is when it's their Vanderpump photo shoot and Tom Sandoval is about to get his photos taken with his shirt off. And he does like 100 push-ups first. And then Lisa's like, Tom, you don't have to do that. He's like, yes, I do, Lisa. I have to get my pump in. And she's like, it doesn't make a difference, Tom. He's like, yes, it does, Lisa. You wouldn't know. It's so
Ew.
hilarious.
I kind of forgot about that one.
God, that show's good. I need to really start that show back up. It's too funny.
I think mine that is like, oh, I just want to fast forward when I rewatch. And this isn't totally on Gina. This is also the producers being scumbags. When she's doing her new career and they have her do like sex noises into the microphone, and
Yes.
then this time they're like, less porn star, more. What do they say?
More phone sex operator.
Yes, that's what they say. And they're like,
Yes.
ugh, I hate it. And her boyfriend, just like,
Yeah, and like he just does like a giggle and he's like, bet you haven't heard that one before.
oh, I hate it. I have to fast forward every single time I
It's
watch that.
more the producers though. It's like,
Yeah,
come on, you guys. It's like disgusting.
yeah. Yeah, the
Gross.
cringy, like a cringy, like one from Sheena, but it's just more funny is when she goes up to Jax and was like, "Want to see my music video?" Not
No.
really.
Yeah, not really. God, that show is all so good.
Uh,
Oh my gosh.
everybody in that show has super cringe. Did you ever watch when Lala and James were on Watch What Happens Live and
I was the one that
yes,
sent you that.
and they sing and rap while like Andy
Dude,
Cohen just sitting there. It's
it's the worst time in the world. I've never cringed more
and it goes on
than
for
watching
so
that.
long.
So long. And they're both thinking that they're like eating it up, doing amazing. And Andy's like, wow, guys, that's really good. it's just so awkward.
How do people
You
not
could
have
tell
more
James was like,
anxiety?
yeah, I'm the next Kanye. Like,
Oh,
and
yeah,
before that,
that's
they're like
bad.
swearing so much that Andy's about to kick him off the show.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Because I keep saying, and I think Andy has to remind them like 5 times.
Yes.
Like we're live.
It's horrible that they're like legitimately singing like to the best of their abilities, thinking this is a legit concert, and both of them are like, "Yeah, man, you're doing amazing." Like no questioning themselves at all.
I
It's
don't.
gross.
I'll never know what it's like to have that confidence.
Same. Could not be me. I go to
That'd be
the
crazy.
printer. I walk out of my office to go to the printer, and I'm like, nobody look at me.
Uh, Same. Or I get to the printer and I'm like, how does this work? I'm stupid.
I remember today I was printing and somebody walked into the printing room and I was like, oh my God, I gotta get out here ASAP. Get my papers.
Uh, do you have a picky dicky?
Oh yeah, let me think. Yes. Okay, so this one has a little backstory with it. So about 2 months ago, we got a paddleboard, and for this paddleboard, Lauren was here visiting at the time. I was at work. Lauren was working from the house, and the paddleboard got delivered while Lauren was home.
Oh, but can I tell this story? Can
Yeah,
I just
Lauren can
pause?
tell the
It
story.
was so cringy. So my mom is calling because I don't really know directions around this town anyway. Like I don't live here. This is where you and mom live. I was staying at my mom's house, and when my mom lives, it's by a lake, and it's very like in this little back neighborhood, like very small streets, almost one-way streets, very curvy. And my mom is like, "Okay, this paddleboard will be delivered at this time, but you have to sign for it." And so I was like, already getting nervous. I was like, "Oh, because I don't want to, I don't want to talk to somebody. I don't want to sign for something. I just drop it off. I don't, I get too much anxiety talking to people I don't know, you know." And then my mom calls and she goes, actually, so it's in a semi. And I told him he couldn't get his semi back into our neighborhood. Like, there's just no way his semi can fit down these roads. And I was like, what am I supposed to do about it? I can't drive a mile and get it. Like, I don't have a car. And my mom was like, no, it sounds like he's getting it to you. My mom was like, I told him like some way he has to get it to you, our door. Anyway, so all of a sudden, I'm like kind of outside waiting because I was just getting too anxious, being like, I don't know how this is even gonna happen. And then all of a sudden, I hear beep, 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 like up, way up the road, like a 5 minute walk up the road. And I was like, fuck, that's the semi. And he's reversing into this neighborhood where I was like, there's no way, there's no way. I walk a little bit towards him. Granted, I'm also like, no bra. I don't know why I was doing this. I didn't think I'd have to like walk. I thought I could just be at the door. So I was like, no bra, like not looking great, in I think I was like in like slippers, not for a whole walk. Then he sees me and he goes, and I was like, fuck, fuck, fuck. He's seen me. And I was like, oh hey, did you have the paddle board for this address? And he's like, yeah, man, I don't know how to get it back here. Actually, I don't have a dolly. Could you just carry this with me to
I thought all semis like have to have dollies with them. I mean, I guess I don't know, but that just seems like something that you would have in there.
I don't know. And I was like, um, yeah, how heavy is this? And he goes, oh, not that bad, 60 pounds. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And it's like huge. It's a huge
It's
box.
huge.
Yeah. And he just takes one end, I take of the other end. And now, instead of my awkwardness of I have to just sign for something and talk to somebody, I have to do a 5 minute walk carrying the 60-pound paddleboard with this guy. And he's just a chatty guy, which thank God. Thank God he chatted because I think
Yeah.
it'd been more awkward with us just once being like, you know, it really
Mm.
wasn't that bad, but I think it was more bad because I was like, like anytime there was a new update, I was like, I'm gonna jump off this roof because I'm gonna do that before I have to like have small talk with people I don't know like that. Whenever I have to have small talk with people I don't know, I'm gonna shit myself. I can't do it. Anyway, that was a really long story, but
My picky dicky is if you could choose any reality star to be that semi driver to carry the paddleboard to the house with, who would it be?
Ooh, good question. Okay. I would also like to reiterate that it where my mom lives is very much a weekend town. So I was there during the week, and when nobody is there during the week. So I was a little nervous that it was going to be like a creepy dude and be like, oh, she's alone in her house. He wasn't. He was totally fine. But that's the reason why I wouldn't pick like a Jax. Even though I know he would talk, I'd be like, I kind of want to get this man away from this house as soon as possible. So I wouldn't pick that. Ooh, this is a really good question, actually. So you're basically saying, who would I want to carry a large ass box for 5 minutes down a road with? And yeah,
Yeah.
probably get Kyle Cook. He is strong, like he can carry most of the weight. Is that what you were to say too?
That's what I was gonna
And
say.
I think he's very good at small talk, but not making you feel uncomfortable.
That's crazy. The whole time you were telling your story, I was like really, really thinking and really have deeply thought about this question and came to the conclusion of Kyle Cook as well.
Wow.
Because
Yeah,
I
I
also
think
thought the same thing as well. And I also think that he would be the kind of guy that's like, you know what? I have enough time for like a little break, or like I'm about to have get the end of my day. Want to go out for a little swim?
what? You want to unpack this paddleboard?
Dude, wouldn't that be kind of fun with Kyle Cook? Honestly,
If
like
I didn't know him, no. If he was Kyle Cook and I was like, oh, it's Kyle Cook.
I don't know. I think like Kyle Cook's the kind of vibe that like if we were walking for 5 minutes with this paddleboard, we're just like chilling, having a good time. He's so fun and so chill and just like such a vibe that if he was like, hey, you want to like just go out on this paddleboard and just like chill for a little bit, not in like a creepy way, but like just like in a friendly way, I'd be like, yeah, man, let's.
No, I don't care if the man is acting friendly, creepy, whatever.
Like, it's Kyle
I'm not
Cook. I could
I'm not
drown
gonna
that man
get
in my sleep.
into
No
no, you
offense, Kyle
couldn't.
Cook.
I'm not gonna get into a lake with a man I don't know.
We know Kyle Cook in
No,
our souls.
no. I do feel like he'd like, hey, have you actually he like on the 5 minute walk, he'd be like, yeah, have you heard about Loverboy? And then he'd like give me the whole spiel about
Exactly. He
Loverboy.
probably has some in the
Yeah,
semi, and then
he
it's
would give
like,
you
let's
some.
like go out on the lake, drink some lover boy, go on this paddle board, go swimming a little bit. He'd probably like put the whole thing together.
That could happen because technically this guy that the delivery guy, technically he was supposed to unbox it and make sure there were no damages. And that was like in like this contract for the I don't know what this paddleboard company was, but basically it's in it. Like my mom sent me the directions of how to receive your paddleboard, and it was like make sure the delivery person unpacks it and there's no damages because it'll be harder to like basically say anything afterwards if there are damages. And I kind of was like, I think I'm gonna take my chances because I did. He also did an offer, and I'm not gonna be like, hey, excuse me, before
Yeah,
you leave.
mom would do that, but we will not do that.
I would never
I would
do
never do
that.
that.
No. So
No,
I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna unbox it, and if there's damages,
I'll fix them.
I'll fix them. It'll be fine.
Duct tape, duct tape, duct tape.
Yeah,
I
it was
struggle
like
to
I
say
am
that.
not getting in extra conversations with this man, and then also being like, could you unbox this, please?
Excuse me, sir. You forgot something.
Uh, that's a good question. I forgot about. Honestly, that was a story I completely forgot about, and now
I
that you
don't know.
said
I
it, I
don't
was
know
like,
why I thought about it.
anxiety.
Thank God for that paddleboard, though. Am I right? What a fun time that is.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, Kyle. Thanks, Lauren. All
Uh,
as well.
okay, well, that's all I got. Um, we don't have the animations made yet, but the tiny little in Sheena Shenanigans, Lala has unfollowed Summer Moon.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Kidding.
So I know Sheena is seething.
Well, I saw Lala say that even no matter what happens between Summer, no, no matter what happens between her and Sheena, Summer, Moon, and Ocean will remain friends
Well,
and
Lala
will continue
unfollowed.
to have. will continue to have play dates. So if
Hmm.
Lala unfollowed Summer,
Well, maybe Lala has beef with Summer, but Ocean doesn't have beef with Summer.
did you see the video of Ocean saying the word bitch on TikTok?
No.
It's hilarious. She's like, I forget, I think she says the word Riley. She's like, yeah, Riley's a bitch. And then Lala comes over. She's like, what did you just say? Where did you hear that word? And I think she says like, Dad said it or something like that. And then someone did a compilation of like Lala just saying the word bitch over and over again on Vanderpump Rules, and Lala's like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's my daughter.
Ocean looks so much like Randall.
Yeah, she does.
But she's super cute. I'm just saying, but whenever I look at her face, I'm like, your dad's for sure Randall.
You're Randall. Yeah. Goodness, this is going deep now. And I saw Lala say something about on her podcast being like, okay, Sheima's mad at me for not posting about her book enough, but I texted her a bunch. I was there with her when she was crying over things that were happening in her book. And she's like, she's only mad because it wasn't public enough, but I was there for all the behind like scenes stuff.
And
Like
then Scheana
classic
has put
Sheena.
out, Sheena since then has put out, I'm not just mad at her just for the book things. She told somebody that, she told like a person I didn't want to know that Brock had an affair on me. And I'm like, that, but Sheena, you put it out in your book. The whole world knows now. Is it really
Yeah.
that big of a deal?
Oh goodness. Also, did Brock really have an affair on you at this point? I don't know what to believe.
I don't know either. I
Because I
definitely
have
think
a
he
hard time,
did, but
but I just can't imagine that that would have never come up. Like I can't imagine her seeing Ariana get as much fame as Ariana got off of Scandal and not thinking, my husband cheated on me. Maybe I could get a little something something out of that.
yeah, you're so right. She would have definitely capitalized off that.
Instead of waiting years and years to the point where nobody cares anymore.
Yeah, you're right. If she would have said it then, she probably would have on Dancing with the Stars.
You missed your chance, girl. You missed your chance.
Yeah. There's always, I feel like weekly we have What's Sheena Doing
Yeah. Sheena shenanigans are going crazy all the time.
all the time.
That girl is, she does not change. You can literally, besides her face a little bit, you could put current day Sheena in season one of Vanderpump, and I would not know the difference.
No, there's was not a lot of growth.
No, no.
Anyway, that's all I've all my reality, all my weekly updates.
Huh,
You got anything else?
no.
Yeah. Next week we'll have Dancing with the Stars. We can talk about Love Island Games a little bit. I will have Love Thy Nader done by next week.
Maybe I will too. Only time will tell.
And maybe I'll start another one. Oh, I was also with my friend. She doesn't watch reality and she tried to watch Vanderpump and she's like, this isn't for me. And I was like, are we friends? Like, do I have to
Literally
reevaluate this
questioning
friendship?
everything.
Yeah. Are you a good person? I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. She's the best. But she was like, I don't think this like show is for me. She's not like into any reality. But she has been wanting to watch Special Forces. And I was like, okay, that's the one reality show I'll watch with you. Like we can watch that weekly. So we are going to start that. And I have heard that Brittany Cartwright doesn't even make it through the first episode.
I want to watch that as well. I've been wanting to watch it, so
Okay,
I'll join in on that too.
for sure.
I forgot Brittany's on that, so.
Yeah, I think
Ugh.
like Brittany, Sean Johnson,
Um,
Brianna, Chicken
yes.
Fry. I don't,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't really know a lot of it. I don't even know much about it. I've never watched any season, so we'll watch it this season.
same. Yeah, I'm excited.
Sweet. Well, that's all I got.
Same.
Sweet. Bye.
Toodles.